Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to build your very first descriptive sentences in Arabic. And believe it or not, we're going to do it in just a few minutes, starting right now. Okay, let's just dive right in. If you want to start speaking, you've got to have the right tools, right? So, we're going to start with two absolutely essential phrases you'll need to point things out and say what they are. Here's your first key, hada. It's super simple, it just means this is. You're going to use this for any noun that's grammatically masculine. Think of it as your go-to pointer word. Get ready, because we're about to put it to work. And here is its counterpart, havihi. Now, it also means this is, but you'll use this one for nouns that are grammatically feminine. Don't worry, it's actually way easier to tell them apart than you might think, and we'll see exactly how in just a second. So, with those two tools in our back pocket, let's start building our vocabulary. And it just makes sense to begin at the very top, with words for the head and face. Our first word is ras. This is the word for head. The first sound is a rolled R, and that little symbol in the middle is just a quick stop in your throat, kind of like the pause in uh-oh. Go on, give it a try. Ras. And here is the really cool part. You can already make a complete sentence. Since ras is a masculine noun, we just use our first tool, hada ras. This is a head. And just like that, congratulations! You've just said your first real Arabic sentence. Let's learn another one. This is wajh. It means face. That sound at the end is a soft ha sound, almost like a sigh, wajh. And hey, just like head, the word face is also masculine. So you already know what to do, right? Hada wajh. This is a face. See? You're already building on what you know. It's like stacking blocks. Okay. Now let's move to the parts of the face, and you'll see how this really boosts our descriptive power. This is where things get really interesting, and you guessed it, where we finally get to use our second tool. So this is the word for eye, ayn. That first sound is a really unique one that comes from the back of your throat. Now pay attention, because here's a super important detail. In Arabic, eye is a feminine noun. And here's a fantastic little tip to remember. Body parts that come in pairs, like eyes, ears, hands, are almost always treated as feminine. And this slide lays it out perfectly. For nose, enf, which is masculine and singular, we say hada enf. But for eye, ayn, which is feminine because it's part of a pair, we switch to our second tool, hadihi ayn. This is an eye. See, it's that simple. You just have to pick the right tool for the job. Let's practice with a couple more. For mouth, fam, we use hada. For ear, ulunun. Well, it's another paired body part, so what do we use? That's right, hadihi. You're really starting to get the rhythm of the language now. This is awesome. Fantastic. Now that we've got the face covered, let's keep going and move down the body. We're going to apply the exact same rules we've just learned. The word for hand is yad. Now, based on that little pro tip we just learned about paired body parts, what gender do you think this is? Exactly. It's another feminine noun. You've got this. And because you know that rule, you already know exactly how to say this is a hand. You just grab your second tool and say, hadihi yad. Perfect. And it's the exact same idea for leg or foot. The word is rijul. And since legs also come in pairs, guess what? This word is also treated as feminine. So you can literally point to your own foot right now and say hadihi rijul. You've just learned to identify your head, face, eyes, ears, hands, and feet in complete Arabic sentences. I mean, that's incredible. Okay, now for the payoff. This is where we put everything together. It's time to go beyond just pointing at things and start actually describing them. And we do that by adding just one more element, adjectives. All we need are two simple but super powerful words, saghir for small and kabir for big. Now here's the one new rule to lock in. In Arabic, the adjective always comes after the noun it's describing. And this slide shows you exactly how it all clicks together. Let's look at step 2. We start with hadihi ayn. This is an eye. Then we add our adjective for big. But did you notice that little ending on kabira? That's the feminine ending. Because I is feminine, the adjective has to be feminine too. It has to match. Now look at step 3. Nose is masculine, so the adjective saghir stays in its original masculine form. The adjective always matches the noun. And just like that, you did it!
Seriously, wow! In just these past few minutes, you've gone from 0 words to speaking complete descriptive sentences. You can now point to a face and actually describe its eyes and nose using correct grammar. That is a huge, huge accomplishment.
You now have the fundamental building blocks, the pointers, the nouns, and the adjectives, to describe pretty much countless things in the world around you. So the only question left is, using this really powerful pattern, what are you going to describe next?